It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
Streaks where the 5-0 Lake team gets a non-league interlude against Northwest Indians. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland in the booth this evening. The Indians arrive in Week 6 sitting at 3-1 after a Week 5 win over Canton South 24-14. QB Braden Venables contributed to the Indians' victory with a rushing touchdown of 26 yards and a passing touchdown of 16 yards and 185 total yards of passing. Running back Joey Medor had 22 carries for 152 yards. And later in the fourth quarter, he had a game-sealing touchdown to put Northwest in the lead. Logan Allman led the team in receptions, 11 for 115 yards. The Lake Blue Streaks come into Week 5 sitting at the number 1 in Region 5 computer rankings, with a record of 5-0 with wins over South Range, Boardman, Rocky River, Perry, and a 35-21 win over Glen Oak in Week 5. And all season long, they've scored 31 or more points in every single game. The Blue Streaks have 866 rushing yards in the season and 903 passing yards in a well-balanced offense led by Alex Quire and running back Davis Matson. Well, the stands are full. The lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 7 p.m. kickoff. We'll be back right after this.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Looking to brighten someone's day? Look no further than Hartville Balloon Shop. We're locally owned right here in Hartville. Let us design custom displays for your birthdays to baby showers. And yes, to those high school seniors, even graduations. We've got balloons for every occasion. Delivery all across Stark County and beyond, bringing the celebration to your door. Visit hartvilleballoonshop.com or call 330-705-6799 today. Hartville Balloon Shop, making your event stand out.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group. on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
The 1-4 Green Bulldogs visit the 4-1 Canton McKinley Bulldogs. Despite the record Green has played with all of its opponents, their losses are all by one-score margins, including a 7-point defeat to defending Division IV state champion Indian Valley, and the last 2 weeks to Hoover and Jackson. The last 2 games have seen the Bulldogs fall behind before a second-half comeback brought them to the brink of victory. Quarterback Tyson Hunka was 12 of 15 for 243 yards and 4 TDs in last week's 38-35 loss. He also ran for 78 yards. Hunka has compiled 812 yards and 7 TDs passing and leads the team in rushing with 354 yards. Running back Evan Reed had 180 combined yards and scored 4 times last week, with 3 coming through the air. He's rounded into form after dealing with a hamstring injury since the preseason. McKinley had an easier time last week, jumping out to a 14-0 lead and beating Perry 28-18. Sophomore running back Kylan West piled up 192 yards on 13 carries, including scoring runs of 54 and 89 yards. Trent Hayden threw for 170 yards in a score, while DJ Britt had 96 yards on 10 catches. Bulldogs ended with 302 yards rushing. While the offense has contributed, the defense has been the stalwart for McKinley. The Pups are limiting opposing offenses to 185 yards a game. They've given up a total of 30 points in the last 3 weeks. Junior linebacker Antonio Stevens has team highs of 45 tackles and 9 tackles for loss. Senior cornerback Chris Crook has 3 interceptions. McKinley has never lost to Green, going 9-0 in Federal League play and 10-0 overall. The Bulldogs to the north will attempt to turn their season around when they visit Hall of Fame Stadium. Join Brian Beatty and me for all the action. For the Q92 Sports Network, I'm Clint Scroggs.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm Ryan Bevere at Bob Cummings Field, where Federal League football rolls on Q92. The Glen Oak Golden Eagles are searching for their first Federal League win, and they're going to have a daunting task tonight to get that done against undefeated 5-0 in Powerhouse Hoover. The Vikings look to add to their resume as well tonight before finishing off the regular season in the Federal League. But the first half of the season was nothing but pure dominance, picking up convincing wins against Louisville and Green in their last 2 weeks. As the Eagles showed last week in their efforts against Lake, they can play with the big boys in the Federal League. It should be a good one tonight, and you can join me and my broadcast partner, Derek Dimmitt, for the call. From Glen Oak, I'm Ryan Bevere with Q92 Sports.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages. Plus, the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey, sports fans, want the play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone. We are on to week 6 of this 2025 Ohio high school football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. I'm live here inside Breck Bueller Stadium as the Canton South Wildcats welcome in the Orrville Red Riders in this packed conference matchup. Orrville comes into tonight with a record of 4-1, 2-0 in conference play. They are on a 3-game winning streak as this is their 4th road game in the last 5 weeks. They'll look to stay hot in their pursuit to a conference title. Canton South comes in with the opposite record of 1-4, 0-2 in conference play. They've had a tough stretch of opponents as they are on a 4-game losing streak after falling the last 2 weeks on the road against Manchester and Northwest, respectively. It doesn't get any easier tonight as they come back home against the conference leader. This Wildcat team has hovered around the 14 to 16 offensive point output mark all season, but will have to eclipse that 20-point mark if they want a shot at getting back into the win column tonight. We move toward the back end part of the regular season schedule here tonight, and you can join me on Q92radiosports.com to catch Canton South, Orrville. Kickoff is currently scheduled for 7 p.m. live from Breck Bueller Stadium in Canton South. I'm Jay Wilhelm, Q92 Sports Network.
It's week 6 of high school football on the Q92 Sports Network, and we are at Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson for the 69th meeting between Federal League rivals, the Perry Panthers, and the Jackson Polar Bears. The Panthers got off to a hot start, going 3-0 to start the season, but have dropped their last 2 games, a 31-15 loss to Lake and a 28-18 loss to McKinley. For the Panthers, senior running back Caleb Hunley is back from a collarbone injury in a deep Perry backfield that already includes Connor Shepard and Jonathan Lemon. Shepard and Lemon combined for 967 yards and 11 touchdowns on the ground this year so far. Let's not forget about defensive backs and wide receivers Jaden Wilson and Nazir Foster, who each have a pick 6 on the season and are explosive on the offensive side of the ball. Jackson comes in tonight 3-2 on the season as well, having won their last 2 games, including a big 33-6 victory over Mayfield and a tight 38-35 win over Green. The Polar Bears are led by senior quarterback Lucas Eckerman, but keep an eye out for senior Corey Jacobs, who has piled up 477 yards and 6 touchdowns on 66 carries the last 3 games since getting moved to running back for the injured Chase Maurer. Jackson senior Max Cowles is Eckerman's most dangerous target in the passing game with 17 catches and 370 yards and 4 touchdowns on the year. Tonight's game could be a high-scoring matchup, so strap in and be ready for the action right here on Q92radiosports.com. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Antonio Hall, with the call Kickoff 7 o'clock on Q92radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube channel. From Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson, Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Looking to brighten someone's day? Look no further than Hartville Balloon Shop. We're locally owned right here in Hartville. Let us design custom displays for your birthdays to baby showers. And yes, to those high school seniors, even graduations. We've got balloons for every occasion. Delivery all across Stark County and beyond, bringing the celebration to your door. Visit hartvilleballoonshop.com or call 330-705-6799 today. Hartville Balloon Shop, making your event stand out.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and a cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group.
The 4-1 Alliance Aviators will play host to the 3-2 Salem Quakers tonight here at the University of Mount Union. Kickoff is all set for 7 p.m. Salem, as we mentioned, 3-2 on the year, a couple of losses to start their season to Poland and a very good South Range team. Then they would rip off 3 consecutive wins. They would take out East Liverpool, Canton Central Catholic, and Beaver Local. Meanwhile, the Aviators started the year off with a win at Parma Padua, a loss to Louisville at Mount Union, and then they would win their next 3 games. At Streetsboro in a very impressive game, they would knock off Ellett up in Akron, and they would beat. These teams have one common opponent. It is Canton Central Catholic. Salem beat the Crusaders. The Aviators also knocked off the Crusaders. Ron Johnson doing a terrific job with the Salem Quaker football program. He'll have his guys ready tonight. And we know what an outstanding job Aviator head football coach Tim Goodman has done. You know the Flyers will be set as well. You can join me and my broadcast partner tonight, Caleb Norick. The kickoff at 7 p.m. here at Carrier Stadium at the University of Mount Union. The Alliance Aviators will get together with the Salem Quakers. And I'm hearing the scoreboard operator could be on high alert tonight. Radio Network.
It's the feel-good story of the year for Stark County High School football in 2025, the Manurva Lions, who since 2015 have eclipsed nothing but seasons of 2 wins, 1 win, and even 0 wins, have found themselves at 4-1 at the halfway point of the regular season and tied for first in the Eastern Buckeye Conference standings. A big reason for that is their new head coach in Zach Slates, who comes over being the head coach of the last 4 years of the Perry Panthers, turning Manurva into a winner, in large part thanks to Slate's bringing over the wing T offense he used at Perry. Tonight, it's the biggest game in the last 10 years for the program as they welcome EBC powerhouse, the also 4-1 West Branch Warriors, who are coming off a commanding 48-7 win at home against Howland. Some key names to watch for in this one include West Branch's Swiss Army knife and Jeremiah Thomas, who has ran for over 180 yards and has over 200 receiving yards on the year, and Toledo recruit Gavin Gregory, who's West Branch's leading receiver at 21 catches for 275 yards and a touchdown. For Manurva, listen for the names of Timmy Kirkpatrick and Nate Linkus to be said a lot. They have 1,000 yards rushing combined through the first 5 games of the year. If Alliance loses to Salem tonight, the winner of this one will have sole possession of first place in the EBC. Find out who takes this heavyweight fight with Robert Coleman and I streaming live right here on Q92 Radio's YouTube channel in just under half an hour with kickoff set for 7 o'clock. From Heinz Stadium in Manurva, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
This is Ryan Rowland live from Q92 Sports. I am here with head coach of the Northwest Indians, John DiMorocco. Coach, first of all, how was this week's practice?
Good. We had a good week of practice. We got interrupted by rain a little bit, but the guys were pretty in tune to what we're trying to do, and hopefully they're pretty excited about playing tomorrow night.
Coach, with your win last week, what is something you like to see your team improve on from last week to this week?
We got to finish off our drives. I thought we drove real well down to the red zone, and we couldn't punch it in. We had 8 drives, and 7 of the drives we had opportunities to score on, and 4 times we tried to kick field goals, and 3 times we weren't successful. So we scored 24 points, and we had 3 opportunities to score, and we didn't score, and we can't do that against Lake.
All right, Coach. You know, you talk about not doing that against Lake. What are some things you guys got to do offensively and defensively to take home the win?
Well, we'd like to move the ball against Lake and keep their offense off the field as much as possible, but that's hard to do with their defense. We got to be really solid in our line play on both sides. Lake plays very hard. They're very fundamentally sound, and they really get after it. So we got to be able to match their intensity and their physicality in the line play.
All right, Coach. Lastly here, what's your message to the team tonight to get the win?
We just got to come out and play like we're capable of playing. You know, it usually comes down to turnovers, and I says we got to take care of the ball. We got to win the turnover battle, and we got to match their intensity and their physicality to have a chance to win.
All righty, Coach. I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
This is Ryan Rowland with Q92 Sports. I am here with Lake head coach Dandy George. Coach, halfway through the season, record's probably where you want it. People are talking about the record. People, you got homecoming coming up. How are you keeping the team focused?
Yeah, a lot of distractions this week. Probably my least favorite week of the year. Homecoming is obviously a nice event, but you do have distractions of a dance, and we also have a big pep rally on Thursday in the community, which is awesome. But you try to keep the kids locked in on just worrying about going 1-0, not worrying about what's happened the past couple weeks. Just attack what's in front of us, and that's a really tough Northwest team. So we're going to have our hands full, and we got to come to play to get a win for sure.
Coach, like you said, you're not worried. You're worried about going 1-0. What are some areas that you think your team needs to fix to improve from last week to this week?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of them. We need to tackle better overall on defense. Offensively, we need to make the most of our opportunities. We dropped a couple passes we never should have dropped last week. We also missed some blocking assignments. So while we're definitely pleased with our record, being undefeated is great. There's still tons of room for improvement. So that's what we've just been preaching as a coaching staff each day. Find a way to get better today. Continue to work so we can put a better team on the field this upcoming week.
All right, Coach. Northwest coming in. They're 3-1. What do you guys got to do offensively and defensively to stop them and get the win?
Yeah, Northwest is a very well-coached team. Coach DeMarco does a great job. Defensively, they run a 3-4, and they're very active on the back end. They have some really good athletes in the secondary. Both their linebackers, inside linebackers, run to the ball well, tackle. They're big up front. So we have to establish the run, but also be able to throw the ball around a little bit to keep them honest, keep them out of the box. And then to stop them defensively, we have to tackle really well. We know Coach DeMarco will have a really good offensive game plan. So we got to be ready for anything. They'll have 3 backs in the backfield, and the next play they'll be empty spread. So they throw a lot at you. Again, tackling well, keeping the ball in front of us is going to be huge.
All right, Coach. Lastly, what's the message for the team tonight?
Yeah, just again, keep grinding, man. Find a way to get a win on Friday night. We got to continue to get better each and every day. And if we do that and put a good, productive team on the field Friday night, we have a good chance. But if we come out like we did in the first quarter last week versus Glen Oak, Northwest is going to punch us in the mouth.
All righty, Coach. Thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, it's just about kickoff time here at Blue Streak Stadium Alumni Field. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland once again. Ryan, what a ball game here tonight. We've been lucky to see both these teams play this season so far, and they're both electric on offense. Tell me a little bit about them.
Like you said, it's great to be back, to see these both teams play again. Last time we've seen the Lake Blue Streaks, we've seen a back-to-back-to-back kickoff return. Tonight, for the Northwest Indians, they got to finish their offensive drives. They got to win the penalty battle. Their physical offensive line has to be really physical against this defense tonight. And when it comes down to it, their field goal kicker, they had to make the extra points. They had to make the field goals. For the Blue Streaks, they got to limit penalties. They got to have no turnovers, and they got to start fast and start strong. They got to win the third down conversions. They got to win in the trenches, control the clock, and there'll be good things for them.
Yeah, and good things for them for sure. I mean, Northwest offense and defensive lines very strong, as we saw last week. They get a really good push on offense. They're able to get into the backfield on their defensive side. But these Blue Streaks, they have a different set of athleticism on the edges that they haven't had in a really long time at their receivers, and also on the defensive side of the ball. They just fly to the ball. So the Blue Streaks will receive the first kickoff this evening. They will be back deep for them is number 2, Zach Novak. Blue Streaks begin with possession of the ball. And let's see, number 22, Chase Fuller Kicking off for Northwest will be Ben Shantz. So we are set to kick things off here for week 6. It is homecoming night here for the Blue Streaks, so a lot of excitement in the air. So Shantz teeing up the ball, set to kick it off here as we are getting ready to start week 6 on Q92 Sports Network by Sarshone Auto Group. The kick is up, and it is caught by number 2, Zach Novak. He's going to take it up the middle. Makes one man miss, heading up the sideline, and he is brought down about the 39-yard line, and it looks like we have a late flag coming in. So we'll see what the call is here as the Blue Streaks come out on offense. And it's going to be against the Blue Streaks. So that'll push them back from their nice return.
Yeah, it looked like a block in the back there.
A block in the back is the call.
So you are correct. A block in the back. Ball is going to be started at the 21-yard line for the Blue Streaks. Senior Alex Squire huddling up the Blue Streaks to start the game. Shotgun formation. Matson behind him. Hammer next to him. Handoff up the middle looking for something, and that handoff was to Zach Novak. And that's a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
You know, Zach Novak is a big player for these Blue Streaks. So going into this game, he has 128 yards, averaging 27.6 yards a game, has 1 touchdown.
So Abram Lazarus was on that last tackle for the Indians.
Second down.
Brings up second down. Snap is back, handoff up the middle. Matson looking for room to run, makes one guy miss, and he is close to the first down marker. And that will be a first down for the Blue Streaks. So brought down by Jeremy Cottle, number 3. So Lake moving the ball here on their first drive. Ball at the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation. Squire's going to keep it himself off to the right. Trying to get to the outside. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. He is brought down by number 55, Vince Latimer. And also 34, Connor Stevenson.
The Connor Stevenson right now for the Indians, is hosting the team with 16 tackles and 20 assists.
So shotgun formation. Matson acquires left, man in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Not a lot of room. Makes one man miss by keeping his feet going, and he gains enough for the first down. That ball carrier was number 22, Chase Fuller, on the jet sweep. Devin Simon on that tackle. So 10:04 here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Lake driving. Squire shotgun formation. Matson to his right. Twins also to Squire's right. Snap is back. Fakes the... Oh. Matson is tripped up in the backfield.
Davis Matson, the ball carrier. And quickly by the Indians, number 53, Jeremy Cottle. Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11.
Loss of 1. That is 2nd and 11 for the Blue Streaks here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. Matson to his left. Twins fakes the handoff to Matson, rolls out right, looking to keep it, swings the pass out to Fuller. Fuller has room to go. He's at the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Abram Lazarus able to push him out of bounds.
Chase Fuller right there at that last play. Going into this game, he's at 185 yards, 12 receptions, and 2 touchdowns. So a big player for them.
So we got a pistol formation here for the Blue Streaks. Twins to the left, single receiver up right, handoff to Matson up the middle. Not much room to go. He is brought down by that big defensive front of the Indians. Jacob Garber, number 42, on that tackle for Northwest. So second down and 10. Ball on Northwest 37-yard line.
This is Davis Matson's 4th game only playing this season, and he's already got 429 yards for this season.
Shotgun formation. Matson to his left, trips, hands off to Matson, cuts inside, brought down hard.
Davis Matson, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play was made by the Indians, number 55, Vincent Latimer.
Vincent Latimer on that tackle. Also number 42, Jacob Garber.
Placed at the Northwest 34-yard line.
So it brings up 3rd and 7. Quire has his team in the huddle. Blue Streaks to the line. Shotgun formation. Trips to Quire's left. Single receiver to the right. Snap is back. Looking left. Has flushed out of the pocket, and he is sacked for about a 5-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Blue Streaks. Number 34, Connor Stevenson and Lazarus get that sack for the Indians.
I mentioned Connor Stevenson with 16 solos and 20 assists. Lazarus also has 15 and 9 assists going into this game with a fumble recovery.
So Blue Streaks are set to punt. Back deep for the Indians. And that ball is kicked, and it is going to roll into the Indians, into the end zone, as Joey Medora just watches it bounce into the end zone. So the Indians are going to take over for the first time this evening with 6:57 left in the first quarter.
Wallet fouled. It's up in the press box. Aiden Miller. Aiden, come on up and get your
As these Indians come out on offense here, we got Joey Medora, we got Logan Allman. Great players for this team. Medora with 302 yards, 2 touchdowns. Logan Allman, 21 receptions, averaging 5.2 yards a carry with 2 touchdowns.
Shotgun formation for the Indians. Venables looking for the snap. Snap is back. Hands it off to Medora. Has a little bit of room to run, but he is met by that defensive front of the Blue Streaks.
Joey Medora, the ball carrier.
Looked like he was Grady Widener on that tackle. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for Northwest. Deep in their own territory, but the 19-yard line. Man in motion. Snap is back. Looking to throw. Has a man. Makes a man miss. Trying to get to the outside. He's up to the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the field. And he is pushed out of bounds. That receiver is number 6, Logan Allman. Chase Fuller on that coverage and able to push him out of bounds. So we are going to get a holding call against Northwest Indians, so that'll push them back and negate the nice play they just had.
That's unlike this offensive line here. Going into tonight's game, they've only had 5 penalties all season long. And that's a mistake you do not want to make against this Lake team.
And it will remain 2nd down.
So it is 2nd down. 2nd and 20 for Northwest. They are backed up to their own 10-yard line. Dangerous territory here. Venables looking to the sideline, trying to get the play. He is asking for something different. And Northwest is going to call a timeout. Looks like they are having trouble getting their play in. So that'll be Northwest's first timeout of the evening. Where there's a timeout on the field, we are going to take one up here.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is head coach John DeMarco from Northwest Indians. We're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back. Looks like there might be a little bit of confusion here. DeMarco is talking to officials.
You know, as we got the officials confusion going on, we can look at the Blue Streaks defense here. We got Grady Weiner, 15 tackles, 27 assists, 5 tackles for loss. Brady Summers, 11 solo tackles, 10 assists, 2 interceptions. And Gavin Saltswimmer, 11 solo, 18 assists, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Some big guys making some big plays for this defense so far this season.
All right. Also, while we're kind of waiting here, and we got some quick scores already. West Branch is up on Manurva 7-0. Canton South right now is up on Orville 3-0.
Stop by for a test drive. We are right around the corner. Don't forget, all roads lead to Schoner. Lake Athletics.
Ryan, as you were saying, that Northwest cannot afford these big penalties against a team like the Blue Streaks here tonight, because they've got to take what they can get, and unfortunately backwards is not where they want to go.
Yeah, this Northwest Indians, they're usually a run team or a bubble or a screen team, and the ends on this Lake team are so athletic and so massive that you don't want nowhere to be there. You want to be driving down the field and not backing up.
All right, looks like we finally got things squared away here on the field. Refs are about to wind it up.
Second down and long.
So it is 2nd and 20 with 6:12 left in the first quarter. Venables in the shotgun. Medor to his left. Allman in motion. Snap is back. Venables looking to roll out. Nowhere to go. Just throws it away to the sidelines. So Braden Venables just had flushed out of the pocket, tried to roll out there to the left side, and he is met by that big defensive end. And they are talking over if it's going to be intentional grounding. So they're going to say, no, there was a receiver in the area a little bit downfield. So it is going to bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So Venables shotgun formation. Hands off to Medor, has a nice little lane, and he gets about 7 on the run. Not enough to pick up that first down. So the punt team comes on for the Indians.
Bring up 4th down.
So,
Northwest is in punt formation.
so Northwest is
Number 42, Jacob
set to
Garber,
punt.
set to kick it.
Jacob Garber is set to punt. Back deep for the Blue Streaks is Chase Fuller.
And number 18, Cole Lanterman.
And Cole Lanterman is also back deep. The punt is off. It's a high punt. Fuller calls a fair catch, and it is down at about the 42-yard line. So Blue Streaks come out for the second time here on offense. Northwest defense comes out.
47-yard line.
Northwest did a nice job of bending and not breaking there on the first possession for them when they were out on D.
Yeah, the first possession for them on defense was great. The only thing is Lake had that ball for almost 6 minutes there on that first half, about 5:30-ish. But the Lake, they need to finish the drives and get a score. They got to start fast.
So shotgun formation for Choir. Fuller in motion. Snap is back. Choir hands off. And there is a flag on the play as Matson is brought down just shy of the 50-yard line. Brought down by number 7, John Campbell. So they're going to call a hold on the Blue Streak, so that's going to back them up.
You know, looking at the stat sheet earlier this week, that was the one thing that is like a kryptonite to this Lake team is penalties. Even though they're 6-0, 5-0, they still got to start out, and they got to limit penalties here.
So we have some more confusion between officials here. It's going to be 1st and 18 for the Blue Streaks when we figure out what's going on here.
On that last tackle, John Campbell has 11 solo tackles, 8 assists, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery on the season.
You know, that's one thing about this Northwest defense is there's a lot of contributors. They all play as a team.
Yes, they do, and it's great to see.
So shotgun formation for Choir. Handoff. He's going to fake it, looking to throw. Has nobody open downfield, trying to roll out. He slips free, looking to throw. Has a man towards the sidelines, and it is caught. Beautiful ability caught by Davis Matson. And that is beautiful play there by Alex Choir to roll out and kind of keep rolling. And great job by Matson coming back to the ball, giving him a target.
Yeah, way to make something out of nothing there. And good job for Matson to come back and realizing that his quarterback was in need there.
Snap is back. Choir hands it off to Matson. Matson off to the right-hand side of the field, but there is nowhere to go. Stuffed by that defensive front of the Indians. Leading the way was number 7, Campbell.
Tackle on the play was made by number 42, Jacob Garber.
And also Garber there. This set of linebackers for Northwest, they are active this evening.
Yeah, they are sharks in a bloody water right now, going after this Blue Streaks.
So it's 3rd down and 9. 4:26 left in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for the Blue Streaks. Matson to Choir's left. Snap is back. We've got a flag on the play here. We have a false start on the Blue Streaks. 2 big penalties on this drive, Ryan.
Yeah, with the penalty being thrown by the side ref here, I want to know if it was the receiver here getting a little antsy, just getting ready to go.
Yeah, that is a good point. Because you know it was probably going to be a pass play, 3rd and long. Now it is 3rd and 14 from the Blue Streaks. Ball on the 44-yard line. Snap is back. Choir looking to throw. Blitz coming. Matt has a man deep and just overthrows. Pass intended for number 22, Chase Fuller. And number 6, Almond, was on that coverage for the Indians. So that is going to bring up 4th down.
Set to punt it, and back for the Indians. 22, Joey Medure.
Baker is set to punt for the Blue Streaks. Joey Medure is set to receive. Looks like they are forcing one of the Northwest guys off the field.
Yeah, it looked like his helmet popped off there for a second.
So Blue Streaks set to punt. Snap is back. Low snap. Punt is off. Medure is going to let it bounce, and it is going to take a Northwest bounce and fall about the 32-yard line. So Justin Landis is going to down the ball for the Blue Streaks. And big score update coming out of Manurva. West Branch 21, Manurva nothing. Still in the first quarter.
You know, these Indians, they got to start going here now. The first time they were on offense, it ended with a punt, but they was only in the field for a minute.
So 4:03 left in the first quarter. Venables in the shotgun. Medor to his left. Looks for that bubble screen. Oh, and it is dropped by Almond. He looked downfield to see if he had room to run before he caught it. So Logan Almond was the intended receiver.
One of the Blue Streaks Kryptonites and also the Northwest Indians Kryptonites this year is starting fast in the first quarters. They're averaging about 7 points, 10 points every first quarter so far every game.
So empty backfield, shotgun formation for Venables. He's going to look to throw that bubble screen out to Medor, and he's able to pick up about 4 yards on the play.
Tackle on the play was made by number 16, Cole Rader.
Cole Rader in on that tackle for the Blue Streak. So that's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Blue Streak fans, it's third down.
Venables looking to the sideline to get the play. Medor in the backfield with Venables. Twins on both sides of the field. And it looks like we're going to get a false start here. False start against Northwest. That whole left side of the line moved there, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, I'm sitting here thinking about, you know, last week we watched these Northwest Indians play, and they took their time, and they ran the ball, and they ran the clock. Tonight, they are trying to go fast, and every, 20 seconds they want to play out.
You know, and I think it would be to their advantage to try to run some clock out. It's still a 0-0 ball game. Eat up that clock, try to get some yards down the field, wear this defense out. So it'll be a 3rd and 8 here for the Indians. Venables in the shotgun, Medor to his left. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw, and he is brought down in the backfield. Blue Streak's number 84. Jacoby Blosser in on there and just hammers Venables from the blind side.
You know, that was a play that defense needed right there. They needed that huge momentum shift, and they got it right there with a huge sack that they...
Sorry, that sack was Angelo Wood. So Northwest is set to punt. Garber is set. Fuller is back. High snap. Punt is almost blocked. And that punt is going to hit at the 40 and roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So far this game, we've seen the Blue Streaks have the ball twice. We've seen the Indians have the ball twice. And we've seen a total of 4 punts.
You know, and neither has really gotten past. I mean, the Blue Streaks have gotten down the field past the 40, but once again, penalties have really hurt them in their offensive drives.
Yeah, penalties are playing a big part in this game. And it's almost like that, the excitement in the air, who wants to make that big play for either team.
So, Quire shotgun formation, hands it off to Matson, makes the man miss, trying to make his own hole. He is free and up to the 40-yard line. And it looks like he has picked up the first down.
Tackle on the play was made by number 6, Logan Allman.
Logan Allman comes up to make the tackle for the Indians.
First down.
So it's first down for Alex Quire and the Blue Streaks. Ball on the 40-yard line.
What a play that was. Just lowering the shoulder and driving the feet.
Snap is back. He's going to hand it off. Novak gets upfield, gets about 6 yards on the carry.
Zach Novak, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play was made by the Indians' number 8, Ty Lipkins.
So Ty Lipkins was able to push him out of bounds there.
Gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3.
So it'll be 2nd and 3. Shotgun. Man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Quire has room to run. He is at the 40, the 30, and he is brought down at the... Just a phenomenal play. Brought down from behind. He had all the room in front of him. Allman able to chase him down. Brings him down about the 22-yard line.
What great discipline that was from Quire there. He seen the hole open up, and he just took the ball himself and made a huge play for the Blue Streaks. It's something that they needed to get going here.
It was a great read option play for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson to the left side. Not much room to run. He is met at the offensive line of scrimmage and brought down by number 52, Colin Smith.
Tackle on the play was made by Northwest number 53, Jeremy Puddle.
Matson having a slow start right now tonight with 6 carries for only 14 yards so far.
Blue Streaks break the huddle. They're coming to the line. It's 2nd and 10, 1:39 left to go in the first quarter in Northwest territory. Snap is back. Delay has a man wide open downfield. And it is knocked out by Allman. Great job. Intended receiver was number 2, Novak. That play action there bit the whole secondary, and they had Novak wide open, and Allman made up some ground to get over there.
If you love defense on the football game, that is something you like to see. Allman seen that ball, and he did everything he could just to get a little fingertip on that ball to make it go in and out of the receiver's hand there.
So it brings up 3rd and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fuller in motion. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw, keeps it himself, trying to find a hole, has room to run, and he is brought down at about the 15-yard line of the Indians. So it is 4th and 2. It looks like they are going to stay in out there on offense.
So far in this game, Alex Quire is doing a lot more damage with his legs than he is his arm.
And it looks like they brought in the heavy hammer. Kyle Hammer is in at running back. Snap is back. Handoff. Looking to go, and he is stopped short. Matson was the ball carrier on that one, and is going to be a turnover on downs. That'll be 1st and 10. Well, the officials haven't said anything, but it looked like he was well short of that, Ryan.
Yeah, I think he was about a half yard short there.
And they are going to call 1st down for the Indians. Turnover on downs by the Blue Streaks.
Shockey move there by Coach Danny George. Not kicking the field goal, and it's getting some points that they're up on the board.
So it is 1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line of Northwest. Venables in a shotgun. Joey Medor in the back. Nope. They split Joey Medor out wide in the slot. Empty backfield. Snap is back. Venables looking for that screen out to number 1. And it is a gain of about 2 on the play. Devin Simon on the reception. So 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 15-yard line.
With help from number 9, Brady Leitner. 2nd down.
So it's 2nd down here for the Indians. And it looks like they are going to call it. That's going to actually end the first quarter with a score 0-0 here. And while there's a timeout on the field, we are also going to take a timeout.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
This is head coach Dan DeGeorge from the Lake Blue Streaks. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back to start the second quarter here at Blue Streak Stadium. Score is 0-0. Northwest has it 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 15-yard line. Venables shotgun formation. Handoff out to Amon. Amon looking for room to run. Beautiful block, but they're going to throw a flag on it. Amon reversing field. He is up to the 20, 25, 30, and there is another flag on the field. So there it looks like a total of 4 flags, but I think 2 are for the same penalty. So we will see and get it cleared up here.
You know, what a play from the referees. They all threw their flags like a champ out there.
So first one looks like it was in the area of holding. They're going to they must be both on Northwest, so they're going to talk it over with Coach DeGeorge.
Yeah, I got a feeling there's going to be a block in the back possibly and a holding.
So we have a hold on Northwest. That call. So holding on both of them. So 2 holding calls there on Northwest. And the blocking in the back was the second penalty. They declined that one.
I think there was a holding on Lake there that equaled out the holding for the Wet Indians there.
Ball's now placed at the Northwest. Called the 7-yard line.
So ball on the 7-yard line for Northwest. They are back deep in their own territory. It is 2nd down.
Yeah, definitely not a start. Both teams wanted on offense here. More penalties than yards.
The Venables trying to get the play on 2nd and 16. Medor to his left. Snap is back, looking to throw downfield. Has a man. Number 8 is caught. And he is brought down about the 20-yard line. Looked like Ty Lipkins was that receiver.
Tackle for the Blue Streaks was made by Braden Talkington with help from Kyle Hammer.
Kyle Hammer and Braden Talkington on that tackle. Brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Venables shotgun formation. Snap is back, dropping back, looking to throw. Has a man open, 40-yard line, 50, 40, 30, 20, and he is caught by Chase Fuller and shoved out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That receiver was number 8, Ty Lipkins. That was a huge, huge play for the Indians. So the Indians getting the big play they needed here to start this second quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the Blue Streaks 15-yard line. Venables gets hands off to Medor. Medor has a little hole, makes a man miss, and he dives into the end zone. Beautiful play there by Northwest. Medor finding the end zone for the first time for the Indians this evening. So Ben Shantz will come out to attempt the extra point here with 10:41 left to go here in the second quarter. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and it is good. So Ben Shantz able to kick one through to give Northwest a 7-0 lead over the Lake Blue Streaks.
You know, what a two plays that really defined that drive right there. A huge pass completed by Lipkins to put him in good shape. And then Medor doing what he does best, lowering his shoulder, pounding the feet, and diving into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it was just a beautiful play call because all game Northwest has been doing nothing but the bubble screens or throwing the short pattern. And they just caught Lake kind of asleep there. And Limpkins making a nice move, and Blue Streaks got lucky that Chase Fuller was able to chase him down.
Yeah, Chase Fuller's speed definitely helped out there. You know, but that was one thing Coach Danny George talked about was they cannot go out there and sleep and lollygag over this Northwest offense because they will catch them and they will do big plays. They'll have big plays on them.
And two big plays it was. So Sean's out to kick the ball off to the Blue Streaks. Back deep is number 22, Chase Fuller, and number 2, Novak.
Ben Shantz set to kick it off for the Indians.
Ball is teed up. Both teams are ready to go. Sean boots it deep. Blue Streaks are going to let it take a bounce and go out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And a flag is thrown for the ball going out of bounds.
As Lake offense comes out, this will be their 4th offensive possession. Result, their last 3 was a punt, turnover on downs. But luckily for them, this is the second quarter. This is where, in most games, they get the meat of their points. So hopefully it happens again for them tonight.
So a couple quick score updates. West Branch 28, Manurva 0 in the second quarter. Hoover 14, Glen Oak 7 in the second quarter. Perry 14, Jackson nothing in the second quarter. So Quire and Matson in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson, looking for room to run. Makes one man miss, and he is driving upfield for about a 5-yard gain on the play. Brought down by number 34, Shane Connor Stevenson. So second down for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw. Novak open in the flats, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds just over the 50-yard line. That's enough for a Blue Streak first down. Brought down by number 8, Lipkins.
That pass completion, good enough for a Blue Streak first down.
So first down for Lake. Ball on the Northwest 49-yard line. Quire's going to change the play at the line. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson. He's looking, lowers the shoulder, and he gets maybe 2.5 on the carry. Brought down by number 34 and number 52 on that play. You know, Ryan, just about every tackle we're calling number 34.
Yeah, he's out there. He's flying to the ball. He's getting there where he needs to be.
I mean, Connor Stevenson is just there. He's a ball hawk tonight. So snap is back, hand off to Matson, cuts back inside, keeping his feet churning, able to pick up about 1 on the run. And he is brought down by number 34, Connor Stevenson, and number 42, Gardner. Quire's going to throw out to number 4, and it is enough for the first down. Snyder able to bring out reception, and run a little bit for that first down. Looks like Lake Blue Streaks are in a hurry-up offense here.
Yeah, they're in a hurry-up offense here. It looks like they're trying to catch the Indians off guard here, trying to get that score.
So Choir calling play at the line. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson. He's got room. Beat one tackle. He is driving, and he is brought short of the first down marker. That's a gain of 9 for Davis Matson. Jacob Garber in on that tackle for Northwest. It is second and about 2, it looks like, where they marked it.
You know, this is what you want to see from Matson. You want to see him. He's starting to get hot, and you want to keep giving the ball here.
Snap is back. We've got a flag on the play. We're going to get a false start against the Blue Streaks. And Ryan, I feel like just when they get something going, they get a flag thrown on them.
I agree with that. And, you know, like I said, it's been a kryptonite to them all season long is penalties. But somehow their offense just helps them out with scores and helps them win these games.
So Blue Streaks are going to huddle back up, slow things down, get things right. Choir and Matson in the backfield. Trips to their right. Snap is back. Choir looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. He is brought down in the backfield by number 52. Colin Smith.
You know, and that's not what you want to happen on third down. You don't want to get that big sack there if you're on offense. But defense, you're loving it.
So Northwest defensive front getting a nice push here in the second quarter, making these Blue Streaks really work to get their yardage. So it's 7:03 left in the first half. Shotgun formation. Choir and Matson in the backfield. Single receiver to the left. Choir looking to throw. Airs it out. Has Fuller, and he just overthrows him by a fingertip. So Chase Fuller was the intended receiver. Amon was on the coverage for the Indians. So that brings up 4th and 10 for the Blue Streaks. And it looks like they are going to bring on the punt team to try to pin them back deep.
You know, that pass there was one of those hard ones. You had a defender right in your face. You were just hoping that your receiver was wide open there.
Lachlan Baker set to kick. Back deep is Amon for Northwest. Snap is back. Punt is up. It is a high punt. Going to land about the 3-yard line and roll into the end zone for a touchback. So the Indians offense will come back onto the field after a big series for them on their last series, capped off by a touchdown by Medore. We have 6:44 left to go in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 20-yard line after that touchback.
You know, if I'm the Indians here, I'm going back. Big plays. Because you're going to surprise these Blue Streaks.
So, Venables, shotgun formation. Snap is back. Look, fakes the handoff. Has number 1 wide open over the middle. Makes a man miss, and he is moving down the field. There's a flag on the play, though. Simon with a big reception, able to get down the field almost to about the 50-yard line. But we're going to wait and see what that flag is. Brought down by Fuller.
You know, as we wait for the flag here, last week we were at Northwest, and we didn't see much of Simon. So he's pretty much a secret weapon for him right now.
So face mask against the Blue Streaks. We're going to tack on to that big reception for Northwest. So it is going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Venables hands it off. Up the middle for Northwest. Connor Stevenson gets his first carry of the night. Connor Stevenson, a different look in the backfield for him. 6'1", 205 compared to number 22, Joey Medore, who's 5'8", 160. So Venables looking to the sideline, trying to get his offensive play in. Stevenson and Venables in the backfield. Snap is back, fakes the handoff. Ooh, almost intercepted by Hammer. Northwest trying to catch the Blue Streaks sleeping. Intended receiver was Allman.
Looking at that offense play right there, it was another short pass there, and the Blue Streaks had that. So it's almost like they're watching enough film on the Indians to get them, but the surprise plays is what's costing them the game right now.
So 3rd and 8, Snap is back, looking to throw, has Allman wide open, rolls, and he is brought down about the 27-yard line. Another big passing play, but we do have a penalty marker down on the field.
Tackle on the play was made by the Blue Streaks number 17, Cole Rader.
Cole Rader is on that tackle. We have a hold on Northwest. That's going to back them up and negate the big play that they just had. So both programs struggling with penalties tonight.
That's 2 holding penalties from the offensive line for this Indians team. And that is something we're not used to seeing from them. They're usually well-disciplined, very physical, helping players get the extended yards, not costing them yards.
So it is 3rd and 20 for the Indians. Venable shotgun formation. Allman started to go in motion, but changed his mind. Now he's in motion. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw. Blitz is coming. Throws the screen to Stevenson. Has a little bit of room, but he is brought down well short of the first down.
Tripped up on the play by the Blue Streaks number 16, Shannon Billiter.
So tripped up by number 16 for the Blue Streaks. So it brings up 4th and 7 for the Indians. Garber is in to punt. Chase Fuller is back deep for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Punt is up, and it is deep. Fuller able to field it, looking for room to run, and he gets about 3 on that, brought down at about the 18-yard line. So with 4:36 left in the half, the Blue Streaks will take over on their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, last offense drive, we've seen a lot from Madsen. He was starting to heat up, and that's something this offense needs to get. They need him and Fuller to get going and get going fast now.
So Quire bringing the play in for the Blue Streaks. Shotgun formation. Quire. Madsen in the backfield. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Madsen. Has Novak and just overthrows him just a little bit. So Zach Novak was the intended receiver on that coverage, was Lipkins. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Blue Streaks. 4:32 left in the half.
So far in this game, Alex Quire is 3 for 9 with only 15 yards passing wise.
So 2nd down, shotgun formation. Officials trying to get the clock to start here. There we go. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw. He's going to keep it on his own. Makes a man miss. He gets up to about the 28, 27-yard line. Depends on where they will keep it. And that is enough for a Blue Streaks first down. Right, I cannot believe this score that just keeps coming in. West Branch 35, Manurva nothing, second quarter. Quire looking to throw, rolls out to his left, trying to communicate with his receivers to get downfield, throws, and he just throws it away. That defensive front of the Indians, man, getting a great push and just flushing Quire out of the pocket every single time they're trying to pass.
Yeah, you go back to that last play when Alex Quire took off with his legs. He made a cut just too quickly because if he would have followed his tackle back there, he would have had another 25 yards on that. And back to your comment, the Warriors, the West Branch, they're legit. They usually score high. The Tim Cooper's doing a great job out there.
So Quire's in a shotgun. Blitz is coming from the outside. Has Novak complete for the first down and more. He's at the 50-yard line, the 40, 45, 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Beautiful play to make the man miss at about the 5-yard line. Novak takes it to the house for the Blue Streaks with 3:50 left to go in the half. Oh, there is a flag on the field way back there. No, they're waving the flag off, inadvertent flag on the play. Touchdown, Blue Streaks. Zach Novak coming up big for the Blue Streaks.
That pass completion from Quire to Novak covers 70 yards.
A 70-yard touchdown pass from Quire to Novak. Novak doing all the lead work there on that. So an extra point attempt. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good. We have a 7-7 ball game. 3:50 left to go in the half. Beautiful play that Lake really needed right there, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a drive that the Blue Streaks needed there. It started out with Quire with his legs, and then Quire found Novak. And Novak did a great job being shifty, making some guys miss, and ended up scoring, putting Lake back into this game.
Over 27 years of real estate experience, Greg and Stacy Stern are your local real estate experts.
So Blue Streaks finally putting together a nice drive. And Quire and Novak finally hooking up after trying to target him all evening and just overthrowing him a little bit. And we've got ourselves a whole different ball game here. Both teams making big plays to get into the end zone in this quarter.
And that's one thing Dandy George emphasized so much was his team starts off slow. And we've seen it week in and week out. We mentioned the second quarter being a part where they usually score the meat of their points. And here we are in the second quarter. But they had to start getting faster and scoring faster in the games because they got a tough, rough 4 games left.
So ball is teed up. Lake is set to kick it off. Ball is kicked back deep. And it is fumbled into the end. That isn't a touchback. They fumbled it into the end zone. That was number 26.
That will be a touchback.
Not able to hand onto that. Josh Gohike. Ryan, I'm noticing that Major is not in the game. Last drive he wasn't in the game, and he isn't coming back onto the field. He wasn't on the kick return team there, which he normally is.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And, as you're saying that, I'm looking over on that sideline, and I don't see no one being evaluated or nothing. So it's interesting to see what's going on.
So Indians have a first down and 10. Ball on their 20-yard line. Venables looking to the sideline. Snap is back. Snap is high. Looking, has a man, makes one man miss, but he just falls down. Almond was that intended receiver, not able to make much happen. Logan Almond definitely the number one receiver for the evening for the Indians.
Yeah, it almost looked like, too, he almost fumbled there at the end, too. trying to break away from the tackle.
So shotgun formation. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw. Has a man, makes one man miss, trying to get, and he is brought down hard, but just over the first down marker. Ty Lipkins able to pick up that first down for the Indians. 3:03 left to go in the half.
Met quickly by the Blue Streaks number 7, Cal Pierce.
Cal Pierce able to bring him down.
Pass completion good enough for a Northwest first down. Ball is placed
You know,
at
and I
their
wonder too
30-yard
about Joey
line.
Mandura right now. I wonder if it's just because Stevenson and Lipton are doing a great job at tearing apart this defense that they're trying to save him and use him when they need him.
So Venables shotgun, hands off. Stevenson lowers his shoulder, has room to run, and he is brought down just short. But once again, there is a flag right around the offensive line area.
You know, I keep saying it over and over again. Every time they get on the offense, it's so hard seeing their offensive line get these penalties because they're so disciplined. But this is their 4th holding goal so far this half.
This half, almost this quarter. So it is holding against the Indians. That's going to push him back.
It's a 10-yard penalty. It will remain first down.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Indians. Multiple times this evening, they have been down in distances. So Venables looking to the sidelines to get the play. Stevenson to his left. Stevenson's going to switch to the right side of the field. Snap is back. Venables going to keep it himself, lowers his shoulder, and able to pick up about 5 on the play. So 2:09 and counting left in the half. 2nd and 20.
You know, we haven't seen a lot of Venables run the ball, which we've seen a lot of him do a little bit last week a lot.
Tackle on the play was made by
Sorry,
the
2nd and
Blue Streaks
12.
number 55,
Zachary Kutsera on that tackle for the Blue Streaks. Northwest taking their time here, getting these plays in. 1:39 left to go in the half. Venables has the ball, fakes, hands it off to Stevenson. He lowers his shoulder. Maybe he gets about 1.5 on the play, and it looks like Lake is going to use a timeout right here to stop the clock.
Timeout, Blue Streaks. Tackle on that last play was made by number 31, A.J. Mitchell.
A.J. Mitchell in on the tackle on that last play for the Blue Streaks. Where there's a timeout on the field, we are going to take a timeout up here.
Coach Steve Hartville, Marketplace and Flea Market.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
All right, we are back after that timeout. 1:28 left to go in the half. It is 3rd down for the Indians, 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation, snap is back, handoff to Stevenson. He's lowering his shoulder, has room. He brings the ball out to the 50. Pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Big gain there by Northwest and also able to get out of bounds.
Tackle on the play was made by the Blue Streaks number 22, Chase Fuller.
Chase Fuller again with a big touchdown-saving tackle.
Northwest first down.
So a big first down by Northwest. They are in a hurry-up offense.
39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line. Venable snaps it, and we're going to get a false start on the Indians. Looks like that far receiver just went a little early.
Northwest Indians right now are prime example of 10 feet forward, one big step backwards.
Yeah, it seems like every time they gain some ground, they are pushed back. So it is going to be 1st and 15 for the Indians. 1:11 left in the half. Almond in motion. Snap is back to Venables, looking to throw. Pump fakes, has a man open in the flats, and he is brought down. Lipkins able to bring in that reception. Brought down by number 16, Cole Lanterman. Snap is back, hand off to Stevenson. He rolls, has a little bit of a hole, and he falls forward for about a 6-yard gain.
Tackle on the play was made by number 55, Zachary Kutsera.
So Zachary Kutsera on the tackle there for the Blue Streaks. There's going to be a timeout, Northwest. So 3rd and 2, Northwest is going to take a timeout. 30.7 left in the half. Ryan, are you trying to get the first down here and pick up a little bit more and seeing if you can? You've got a good kicker with a good leg.
I would use Stevenson one more time to try to pick up about 10 more yards. Call my final timeout. Like you said, we got a kicker with a good leg. He earlier pregame, he was making them for about 35 yards back perfectly with no hesitation on the same field goal post that they're facing right now. So I would try to get him comfortable to go up 10-7 at half.
So both teams coming back out after that timeout. 30.7 seconds left in the first half. Indians have the ball, 3rd and 2. Ball on the 31-yard line. Snap is back to Venables. He fakes the handoff, but it trips in the backfield, and he is brought down for a big sack by number 31, Aaron Mitchell. So big play there by the Blue Streaks, brings up 4th down.
You know,
and they're just going to let this clock run out and head into halftime. Oh, they're going to use their final timeout.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
So 5.4 seconds left to go.
I'm not going to lie to you, Mike. I'm really confused on why the timeout right now. It is 4th and about 7.
Yep.
And there's 5 seconds left in the half. Your kicker, you're almost out of that comfortable zone for your kicker. Why not just go into half at a tie?
Yeah, and you get the ball at halftime.
Yeah. I'm really confused right now. Unless they're setting up for a big play with Lipton here.
So Northwest coming back out.
Individual tickets go on sale Friday, October 3rd. Proceeds from the show will go to benefit performing arts programming here at Lake Local. Visit www.lakelocal.org/.
So shotgun formation here for the Indians. 4th and 7. Venables drops back, looking to throw. Has Lipkins right at the, and he steps out of bounds with 0.7 seconds left. So he's able to get the first down. Smart thinking, gets out of bounds, knowing he's not going to pick it up, and brings out the field goal team.
That was great field awareness from him, especially knowing the clock.
Yeah, Lipkins just does a perfect job of realizing that he has nowhere else to go except out of bounds. So Ben Shantz set to kick this field goal here with 0.7 seconds left to go in the half.
Ben Shantz set to kick it.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it has the room, and he just misses it. So it is no good. So we go into halftime. Northwest 7, Lake 7 here at Blue Streak Stadium. going into halftime. We'll be back with our halftime presentation after this.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Looking to brighten someone's day? Look no further than Hartville Balloon Shop. We're locally owned right here in Hartville. Let us design custom displays for your birthdays to baby showers. And yes, to those high school seniors, even graduations. We've got balloons for every occasion. Delivery all across Stark County and beyond, bringing the celebration to your door. Visit hartvilleballoonshop.com or call 330-705-6799 today. Hartville Balloon Shop, making your event stand out.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members with a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square. Just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. A man has been charged with arson in a fire that damaged a vacant Alliance building. 41-year-old Thomas Jansel of Alliance was also charged with criminal trespassing in the blaze in the 100 block of East Main Street. Firefighters from Alliance and Sebring put out the fire Thursday morning. The building formerly housed pipe organ manufacturer Hillgreen Lane and Company, founded in 1898. It closed in 1972. The building has been used by other businesses but has been vacant for decades. 3 years in prison for a Canton woman who stabbed her daughter to death. 49-year-old Terry Niner pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and negligent assault in the July 10th slaying of 32-year-old Ayla Mangan. Investigators say Mangan, who had autism, had the knife first. Niner took it from her daughter during a struggle at a 20th Street Northeast home, during which the younger woman was stabbed. A Stark County grand jury earlier declined to indict Niner on murder and felonious assault charges. She can seek early release after about 1 year. A Stark County grand jury has indicted a man who caused a missing adult alert. Police say 31-year-old Kayla Giltz was taken in a vehicle at knife point from a motel on Sunset Strip Avenue Northwest by 38-year-old Jamie Triplett of Canton, September 17th. The pair were found at the Perry Inn on Lincoln Way East in Perry Township the following morning. Triplett was indicted on charges including aggravated robbery, kidnapping, disrupting public service, and aggravated menacing. The charges include a repeat violent offender specification from 2012. Triplett had been granted early release on those charges in February. A Wellsville man pleads guilty to charges of obstructing justice and tampering with evidence stemming from a murder in the village. 41-year-old Brandon Kessler entered the plea September 19th in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court. Sentencing is scheduled for November 21st. Prosecutors said Kessler lied to police investigating the slaying of 30-year-old Robert Heron of East Liverpool. He was found shot to death behind a garage on 10th Street in September 2024. 34-year-old Gino Wall of Steubenville is on trial for related charges, including aggravated murder. Kessler testified Thursday he threw the alleged murder weapon into the Ohio River at Wellsville. He said Wall told him to get rid of it. The Columbiana County Port Authority officially has a new executive director. Brittany Smith was named to the post Monday by the board of directors. She succeeds Penny Trena, who retired April 1st. Smith joined the Port Authority in 2018 as finance and grant coordinator and was promoted to assistant director 3 years later. She is a graduate of Salem High School and Mount Union. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games, we broadcast football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
The former president and vice president of Youngstown Professional Firefighters Union Local 312 are suing the city's mayor. The civil lawsuit was filed in Mahoning County Common Pleas Court by John Rocco and Jordan Thomas. Mayor Tito Brown is accused of making racist remarks toward Rocco and Thomas during a September 2024 meeting. The suit also alleges Brown claimed the pair were being racist toward him and telling local media they were the aggressors. Rocco and Thomas denied the claims. The suit seeks damages for emotional pain and suffering, loss of professional standing, and harm to their reputation, as well as punitive damages. A domestic violence charge was filed Thursday night against an Austintown Township trustee candidate. 29-year-old Emily Saccone was arrested after a 911 call reported an altercation at a South Edge Hill Avenue home just before 10 p.m. Saccone is also the wife of Mahoning County Clerk of Courts Michael Saccone. According to WFMJ-TV, police found the man with scratches on his forehead and neck and bleeding from a leg wound. 3 children in the home were placed with relatives. Saccone is scheduled for a hearing in Mahoning County Court Monday afternoon. A man is in custody after leading Youngstown police on a chase through the city early today. Around 12:40, officers spotted a vehicle reported stolen from Lakewood and involved in recent events in Youngstown. The man sped away when they attempted a traffic stop. Police say the pursuit reached speeds of 75 miles per hour and the car ignored stop signs. It ended at a home on East Florida Avenue. The suspect ran inside the house where officers arrested him. Police also found a loaded magazine with 9mm rounds but couldn't find the related gun. A Cleveland area home builder is the subject of an indictment alleging involvement in a nearly $3 million fraud scheme. 51-year-old Jeffrey Crawford of Avon is owner of Cleveland Custom Homes. A Cuyahoga County grand jury charged him with passing bad checks. Crawford is accused of taking money from investors with a promise of profit and failing to repay the funds. The activity began in July 2021. Prosecutors say a Cortland man invested $80,000 with Crawford and was given 5 checks that bounced when deposited. Checks were issued between August and December 2023. Crawford is also charged with grand theft and securing writings by deception for depriving the victim of money by deception between May 2023 and this month. At least 5 other people in Cuyahoga and Lorain counties allegedly were affected by the scheme. The 21-count indictment also includes charges of engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, aggravated theft, telecommunications fraud, and forgery. 6 Ohio projects are receiving $2.1 million in grants from the Appalachian Regional Commission's Investments Supporting Partnerships and Recovery Ecosystems, known as the INSPIRE Initiative. The funds are aimed at improving businesses and preparing individuals for new opportunities in the workforce. Kent State University is getting $100,000 for research and development of a workforce training program in drone operations. It will be for people in recovery in Ashtabula and Trumbull counties. $500,000 is going to Youngstown Area Goodwill Industries. It will be used for a 3-phase approach to providing general job readiness and industry-specific workforce training for individuals in recovery in Columbiana, Mahoning, and Trumbull counties. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, patchy fog, otherwise partly cloudy skies, and a low near 54. A mix of sun and clouds Saturday with a high reaching 78. Sunday, sunshine, a high of 82. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
All right. Welcome back to halftime at Lake Blue Streak Stadium, where the score is Northwest 7, Lake 7. So we're going to go around the area to check our scoreboard this evening. Halftime, Hoover 14, Glen Oak 7. Also at halftime, Alliance 27, Salem 14. West Branch 42, Manurva 0.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
McKinley 7, Green 3 at halftime. Perry 14, Jackson 3, also at halftime. Another score is Massillon 2, Massaquoi 13. So that's our scoreboard around the area. We'll be back to check out some first half highlights after this.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN. When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want, the Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN. Looking to brighten someone's day? Look no further than Hartville Balloon Shop. We're locally owned right here in Hartville. Let us design custom displays for your birthdays to baby showers. And yes, to those high school seniors, even graduations. We've got balloons for every occasion. Delivery all across Stark County and beyond, bringing the celebration to your door. Visit hartvilleballoonshop.com or call 330-705-6799 today. Hartville Balloon Shop, making your event stand out.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back still at halftime here at Lake Blue Streak Stadium, where we are tied at 7, Northwest 7, Lake 7. Ryan, what a first half for both teams. I mean, big plays in the second quarter, followed by a lot of penalties, though. So what can you tell us about our first half?
Yeah, that first half, had a lot of great plays, a lot of big plays, but taking steps back with holding plays, holding penalties there from the offensive lines from both teams. As we look at stats, we have Stevenson's from the Indians with 4 carries for 49 yards. Fuller for the Blue Streaks, 1 carry for 15 yards. Madsen with 9 carries for 33 yards. Venables is 4 for 9 with 65 yards. Choir is 3 for 9 with 80 yards and a touchdown. Novak is leading the Blue Streaks right now with 2 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. And Lipkins, who was quiet last week, is not so quiet this week with 4 receptions and 65 yards.
Ryan, we're going to take a look at 2 of those touchdown plays that we had. Here are our highlights from the first half. First and 10, ball on the Blue Streaks 15-yard line. Venables gets hands off to Medor. Medor has a little hole, makes a man miss, and he dives into the end zone. Beautiful play there by Northwest Medor, finding the end zone for the first time for the Indians this evening. And that was the first touchdown and only touchdown so far for Northwest. Joey Venables finding the end zone in the second quarter for the Indians, but not too many plays later here at the Blue Streaks. Choir's in a shotgun. Blitz is coming from the outside. Has Novak complete for the first down and more. He's at the 50-yard line, the 40, 45, 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Beautiful. And that was a great play there by the Blue Streaks. Choir able to find Novak in the seam. Novak doing it all with his legs, making a man miss at about the 5-yard line and finds his way into the end zone also in the second quarter. Our second quarter brought all of our big plays out, Ryan, and it was really exciting to see.
Yeah, that second quarter was great to see. And, and I mentioned it earlier in the second quarter that the second quarter is usually where Lake shines, but that Indians defense was able to hold them to 7 points, which is a first for Lake's offense. They're used to scoring 27 to 30 points in that second quarter on all previous week 5 and before. But here we are now, week 6, Indians stopping them and making it a ball game.
Yeah, and a ball game it is. Both defenses, in the first quarter stood up real strong where bend not break, let the teams march down the field a little bit, and then held in tight when it came to it when they got into the other team's territory. Second quarter just opened up different. Northwest came out with a whole different game plan. Joey Medor not seen in that second quarter after his touchdown.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit, wondering what's going on with Joey Medor. But unfortunately, it's one of those things. Lake's keying in on you. You got another playmaker in Stevenson. You got to go with Stevenson. You got to make plays. It's all about getting that W and coming out here with a victory tonight. So unfortunately for Medor, hopefully we see him in the second half. But if they're keying in on you, you can't be a playmaker tonight on offense for the Northwest Indians.
So if you're Coach DeMarco and you're in the locker room at halftime, what are you saying to your team?
If I'm John DeMarco right now, the first half of my halftime speech is I'm laying into my offensive linemen because they've been very physical, very disciplined going into this game. And here they are making huge mistakes, potentially costing points. Other than that, I'm telling Stevenson, keep blowing your shoulder, keep doing what you need to do. I'm telling that defense to stop them when they need it on the third downs.
And if you're Coach DeGeorge, what are you saying to your guys? You had some big plays here in the second half, but you had a lot of penalties push you back. It felt like you gained some big yards and then got pushed back.
Yeah, if I'm Dan DeGeorge, I'm in that locker room again. You know what I said for DeMarco? I am getting on my guys. I'm about being disciplined, coming out with the win. It is homecoming night for you guys. You don't want to lose on homecoming night because that makes the dance tomorrow not as fun. But you're getting on your guys for the stupid penalties. But I'm also talking to my playmakers and Fuller and Madsen and asking them, where you guys at? When are you guys going to step up for this team? We need you now.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is that offensively, surprisingly, Northwest is getting a heck of a push on their defensive line against that offensive line for the Blue Streaks. So both teams are coming out here to get a stretch in. While they're stretching, we are going to step away and have the second half kickoff when we come back.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is head coach John DeMarco from Northwest Indians. We're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back. Both teams still stretching things out. Ryan, some big scores in the area. Surprised to see that, the Cinderella story of Manurva kind of taking a hit this evening.
For our EBC fans that might be listening tonight, or anybody that's familiar with West Branch and Manurva, yes, it is a Cinderella story here in Stark County that Manurva is 4-1 under Zach Slates. But I knew going in tonight that it was a juggernaut. It was, David versus Goliath, and David was going to lose tonight.
Yeah, and West Branch is having their way with them, 42-0. It was 42-0 early in the second quarter, so they're going to start that second half with a running clock. Big game out in Hoover. They're up by a score, 14-7 over Glen Oak.
Yeah, that game, I'm a little bit shocked for it because we're used to seeing Hoover with these big points being scored in their games. So good job to Scott Garcia's defense on holding them.
And another big game and a team you're familiar with, Alliance 27, Salem 14.
Yeah, Salem started off slow, but they're slowly coming around. I know they got a great running back / quarterback with Cletus. Alliance, they have multiple playmakers at receivers. They got a great quarterback in J.R. Jackson. They got a great offensive line. So it's going to see, for the EBC, it's going to be fun to see how things shape out in there. With West Branch coming down the line to play Alliance in Week 9.
And Battle of the Bulldogs, it is McKinley 7, Green 3 at halftime. Green's played a tough schedule, and like we heard in the pregame, is that they've had 3 losses by 1 score.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones where you're almost there, but not getting over. And they keep playing this McKinley team tough. The second half, they might take over and shock the Bulldogs in Canton.
So we are set. Both teams are getting ready to kick off in the second half. Northwest will receive the ball to start the second half, which is huge. They had some momentum going into halftime, and unfortunately, penalties killed them and pushed them back out of range.
Yeah, hopefully we see that offensive line that we're used to seeing from the Indians here. We see that they're going to be disciplined. We're going to see that they're going to be physical. We're going to see that they're going to lead blocks to where Stevenson can get to extend his drives and hopefully score and come up with possibly a win over the Blue Streaks here in Week 6.
Wow, big game out in Canton South. Canton South 23, Orville 20. What a ball game they're playing out there. And we've seen both those teams this year, Ryan, and both teams fight and push and scrap and try to get any points possible.
Yeah, Coach Buzz Cannon does a great job over there with 2 quarterback system out in Orville. And Bonner does a great job playing quarterback for that Canton South team.
All right, well, we are set to kick things off here for the second half. Northwest set to receive. Kick is up and deep. Fumbled again by number 26. Ball's on the ground. He is able to pick it up, but he is brought down at about the 13-yard line for Northwest. That is the second drop ball by Josh Gohike for the Indians on the kickoff, and it looks like he's the one out there replacing Joey Medor. And once again, offense is out there. Joey is nowhere to be seen. Trying to scan the sidelines to see if we see him over there. So Venables shotgun formation. Stevenson to his left. Man in motion. Snap is back. Handoff to Stevenson. Makes a man miss. Keeps his feet churning and gains about 4 yards on the run to start the second half. Brought down by Angelo Wood on the tackle. And Raider.
Looking over at the Indians sideline, I do see a player in a sling, but I cannot tell the number.
So snap is back. Hand off to Stevenson again. Lowers his shoulder, and he gets about a yard on the carry. That'll bring up third down for the Indians. Kyle Hammer in on that tackle for the Blue Streaks. It is a big third down here. 3rd and 3. So Venables looking to the sideline for the play. Shotgun formation, trips to his left, single receiver down. Snap is back, hands off to Stevenson, has a hole and room to run. 35, 40, makes a man miss, lowers his shoulder and gets about 3 more yards, pushed out about the 46-yard line. Chase Fuller able to push him out of bounds. Big first down there by the Indians.
So far with this Indians offense, we've seen Stevenson 3 times for 20 yards so far.
So shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Stevenson again. Shifts to the left a little bit, and he gets about 2 on the carry, brought down by that whole defensive front, led by number 9 of the Blue Streaks, Grady Widner. So, second down and 7. Venables looking for his man in motion. Snap is back. Hand off to Stevenson again, going to the right side, moving, and that is just close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it. Oh, no, they brought in Garber to carry the ball on that one. Sorry. So Indians taking their time, looking to the sidelines, trying to get their play call in.
This is the Indians team I'm used to seeing, taking their time, running the rock.
So Venables shotgun, snap is back, hands it off once again to Garber, lowers his shoulder. He is driving, trying to pick up that first down. It is going to be close, and they are going to give it to him. First down for the Indians. Garber on that carry. Cole Rader in on that tackle for the Blue Streaks. Angelo Wood there to help him there at the end. So Northwest taking their time, trying to eat up some clock here. Just their first drive of the second half. Snap is back. Looks for that Almond in the bubble screen. He is going to make a man miss and down to the 30-yard line. That is enough for an Indians first down.
You know, that's one thing the Blue Streaks defense cannot do. They cannot just think they're going to run the rock right now.
So shotgun formation again. Snap is back. Handoff again up the middle. But he is met at the defensive line. Not much room to run. Garber again, the ball carrier. Zachary Gutsera on the tackle. A.J. Mitchell in to help him also.
It's almost like Northwest is trying to lure them in to inside the box to surprise them with a screen or a long ball for Lipkins.
Snap is back. Venables looking to throw. He has Almond for a screen. Almond lowers his shoulder, gets about 4 on the play. Shannon Billeter on the coverage. It is third down for the Indians. Venables calling the play out to his wide receivers. Shotgun formation. Garber to his left. Snap is back, looking to throw. Rolls out. He's going to throw. Has a man that is just short, trying to throw back across his body. It is incomplete. Ty Limpkins was the intended receiver.
You know, that's one of the hardest things to do as a quarterback is trying to throw cross body, but also not having the leg to plan on to do so.
So that is going to bring up a 4th and 7. We'll see what DeMarco and the Indians here want to do. It looks like they are going to go for it on 4th down.
I'm watching this matchup with Lipkins here.
We've got flag on the play. We're going to get a false start on the offense. Indians are going to get pushed back. 5-yard penalty. Not how you want to have this drive end. You had a little bit of momentum. You had 4th and 7, manageable. Now we are 4th and 11 for the Indians. Ball on the 34-yard line.
You know, I'm almost noticed that now this is the second time that Lipkins has been called for false start. It's like almost if he knows the big play's coming to him and he's trying to get that steady step.
So shotgun formation, snap is back. Venables looking to throw, and he is brought down. Penalty flag on the play. Angelo Wood, and we're going to get a face mask call against the Blue Streaks on the sack. I mean, Wood just had his man beat around the edge.
I was almost expecting a horse collar there too, but the way they brought Babels down.
So Stevenson's coming back into the ball game for the Indians. That is going to give the Indians first down. Oh, they did call it a horse collar call. So it is a first down and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Now, if you're wondering when you're listening, there are two different horse colors. There's a 10-yard and a 15. It all depends on how you bring the guy down.
And that was the 15-yard leg. Stevenson handoff up the middle. Gets about 2.5 on the carry. Long drive here for Northwest here in the second half to start the third quarter. 6:52.
Yeah, they're looking at 5 minutes right now, time possession right now.
And they are just letting it tick as they're getting their play from the sidelines. Shotgun formation, trips to the left, snap is back, fakes the handoff, has a man, but just overthrows Lipkins on the slant. Cal Pierce on the coverage there, just doing a nice job of staying tight with him. So it is a big 3rd and 9 for the Indians. Blue Streaks fans are on their feet. Venables shotgun. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Goes to throw. Almost intercepted. And they're going to say that ball hit the turf. Almond almost able to dig it out. That ball falls incomplete.
You know, from our angle, it almost looked like Allman had that, and it would have been exciting if he would have.
Yeah,
just because the way the play was designed.
Ultimate tip drill right there. So that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Northwest and Chance are going to try to attempt another field goal here. Ben Chance, Venables the holder.
You know, last time he was out here, he missed, unfortunately, right before halftime.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. And it is good. Ben Chance able to put one through. So 6:22 left to go in the third quarter. Northwest 10, Lake 7. Right, that was an awfully long drive there by the Indians.
Yeah, we're looking at about 5 minutes and 30 seconds to pretty much a Stevenson show here. Just hit him the rock. Gerber was in there too. But that's what you want to do with this Northwest. The longer they keep the Blue Streaks offense and Fuller and Madsen and Quire off the field, it is going to be a win for them.
You know, and that's what DeMarco talked about in the pregame is that, you know, he wants to keep the Lake offense off the field. And they did a great job there to start the second half. So Chance is going to kick this one off. Back deep for the Blue Streaks are Fuller and Novak.
3-9. If you got that ticket, come up and see me in the press box. I've got some money.
You know, Zach Novak having a great first half too for these Blue Streaks. So it's going to be exciting to see what he can do in the second half for them.
So whistle blows. Chance set to boot it off.
Ben Chance set to kick it for the Indians.
Tees it up. Kicks it. It is deep. Novak is going to field it at about the 5-yard line. He drops it, but able to pick it up. He's at the 20. Has a little bit of a hole. Pushes his blocker. Reverses field. Trying to get a step on his guy. 30. There's a flag down. 40. 45, 50, lowers his shoulder, and he is brought out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. But we do have a flag on the field.
Yeah, good feeling tells me there's going to be a block in the back. Especially with that lot of misdirection going right there.
And Novak is slow to get up over there on the opposite side of the field. He is holding his side. So we're going to get a block in the back against the Blue Streaks. So that'll bring up first down. So that is where the foul occurs. Is that correct, Ryan?
Yes, it's where the foul occurs, but it's also one of those things too. If you're listening, it's one of those things. Even if the kickoff team is not even paying attention or sideways, they can still get it because they're almost defensive right there.
So
10-yard spot penalty.
it is a 10-yard spot penalty from the foul. It is going to be first down at about the 27-yard line from the Blue Streaks. That negates a big return by Novak. Choir shotgun formation. Matson behind him. Fakes the handoff to Matson. Choir's going to keep it around the edge. Has a little bit of room, and he is shoved out close to the first down. Shoved out by number 4, Abentine. So that is enough for a first down for the Blue Streaks.
Sanad Abentine here is a second generation Indian for them.
So shotgun formation, Matson in the backfield. Hand off to Novak. Novak looking for room. Stiff arm. Gets about 4 on the play for the Blue Streaks.
Tackle on the play was made by the Indians number 7, John Campbell.
John Campbell in on this tackle there for the Indians. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Choir hands it off to the up back Matson. Matson makes a man's miss, and he is brought down around the neck, but no flag. That is enough for a first down, about a 7-yard carry. Lazarus on the tackle for Northwest.
The Lake offensive line in that middle, the guard, 2 guards in the center is doing a great job of creating a hole right there in the middle for the running backs and quarterback to sneak through and get some big yards.
Choir talking to his running back, ball at the 50-yard line. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Matson. Choir going to keep it around to the right-hand side, makes a man miss, and he is brought down about the 45-yard line of Northwest.
Tackle again made by the Indians number 7, John Campbell.
John Campbell again in on that tackle. He is very active this drive.
Gain of 6 makes it 2nd and 4.
Choir's looking at almost 50 yards. He's just using his legs.
Hoover and Glen Oak are tied at the end of the 3rd quarter. So shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hands it off to Matson. Matson lowers his shoulder, and he is pushed back. Gain of about 1 on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down. Blue Streaks going straight to the offensive line. Trying to catch the Indians off guard. And they drew Indians off sides. So offsides on the defense. Great job there by Alex Quire, speeding it up and then doing the hard count.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, we're seeing a great push from this defensive line from the Indians. But then after that, we've seen a costly mistake, which gave the Blue Streaks an automatic first down.
So West Branch 49, Manurva nothing, third quarter. Perry 16, Jackson 6, third quarter. McKinley 14, Green 3, third quarter. Quire gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Matson, has Fuller out in the flats. Fuller is going to try to get to the edge. Stiff arm, hurdles a guy, and he is pushed out of bounds. And there is a flag for a late hit by the Indians. Ben Step on the tackle. So we're going to get a personal foul by Northwest. That's going to push the ball down the field for the Blue Streaks. 15-yard penalty.
If you're Coach DeMarco, you're really angry right now because you just gave him a free 15 yards, moving him inside the 20-yard line, possibly getting ready to score.
On a tackle that didn't need to happen. He was out of bounds. So Quire has his offense at the line of scrimmage. Matson next to him, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Snap is back, fakes the handoff to Matson. Quire's going to keep it to himself, makes a man miss, goes to the left, makes another man miss, and there's a flag down on the field. And that is a gain about 4. Holding on the Blue Streaks. Brian, are you keeping track of penalties over there?
Unfortunately, I am not, but I feel like I should be. But from my memory serves, I want to say that's will be their 5th holding penalty tonight.
I mean, both teams, lots and lots of penalties. I mean, these officials are trying to earn their paycheck tonight.
After the game, I might have to talk with Dandy George and tell him, when I used to coach, it was 200 yards for every penalty. So
shotgun formation. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, has Matson for the screen, and he is met in the backfield by number 7, Campbell. Northwest read that play right from the very beginning, nowhere to go. It's going to bring up second down and about 21. John Campbell having a great series on defense here for the Indians.
One thing, too, for DeMarco and his Indians defense is he has to be happy because before that 15 yards, the ball is back where it was supposed to be at.
So, second down, Quire scanning the field. Snap is back, looking to throw. Pump fakes, tucks it, keeps it himself, and he slips and falls. And that's probably about a gain of 2. He is slow to get up on that one. Number 7, John Campbell on the tackle. So it brings up third down and about 17.
Yeah, that little slip and slide did not look like it was supposed to happen. And that's something you want to worry about.
Louisville 14, Canton Central Catholic 0, start of the 4th quarter. Oh, we got a false start on Lake. Man, oh man. And you could see DeGeorge just frustrated, throwing his hands up as soon as that flag went.
Yeah, right before that happened, too, there was a lot of miscommunication going on that offense. 2 guys entered the huddle, and 1 guy only came out, and a late guy came out later. We almost had 12 men in the huddle. And then they tried to hurry up the offense here, causing the offensive line to jump.
Yeah, so not our typical Lake team we've seen so far this season. A lot of mental mistakes for the Blue Streaks to start this second half. Quire's going to be in the shotgun. Matson to his right. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw. Blitz coming. He steps up, throws, has a man. Number 4 with the completion right around the original line of scrimmage. Quinn Snyder gets his first call of the evening. Abuchi on the tackle there for the Indians. Brings up 4th down. Lake is going to attempt a field goal here.
That is 2 tackles this series for Sanad Abutin.
Braden Talkington set to kick this one. Kick is up. And it is no good. No good for the field goal attempt by the Blue Streaks. So that'll be turnover on down. Indians coming out. So it is 10-7.
That was a long offensive drive for the Blue Streaks to end in disappointment with the missed field goal there.
So there's 40.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Indians are going to take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 15-yard line. So Venables shotgun, Stevenson to his left. 3 wide to his left also. Snap is back. Going for that bubble screen to Amon. Oh, he is going to throw it downfield. Has a man, but it is just not able to hold on to it. Was Devin Simon. Northwest trying a little bit of trickery here.
They try to catch him a little off guard, especially with a, almost like a fullback pass there.
So Chase Fuller was back deep on the coverage there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Stevenson up the middle, and he grinds it out. He is close to that 1st down marker. Let's see where the officials mark it. And he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd down as 12 seconds and are on the clock, and the Indians are just going to let time expire here in the 3rd quarter. So we're going to go into the 4th quarter. Northwest 10, Lake 7 here at Blue Streak Stadium. We're going to be right back after this.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is head coach Dan DeGeorge from the Lake Blue Streaks. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back to start the 4th quarter. Northwest has the ball, 3rd down. Keeper by Venables. He is close to getting that 1st down. And just over the line, it'll be 1st down, Northwest Indians. 10-7 here in the 4th quarter.
Right now in the 4th quarter, if I'm the Indians, even though it's still late in the 4th quarter, I am just going to run the clock.
So ball's on the 30-yard line. Stevenson Venables in the backfield. Handoff to Stevens. Lowers his shoulder, keeps his feet pumping, and he gains about 4 on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down. And you are right, Ryan. They are taking their time getting back to the line of scrimmage, getting their play calls in. They want to eat up as much of this clock as they possibly can.
Holding Lake right now to 7 points is a huge win for them. And Stevenson's doing a great job with that second effort energy inside of a pile.
The snap is back. Venable's going to keep it himself, trying to bounce to the outside, but nowhere to go. Brought down by number 31 for the Blue Streaks, Aaron Mitchell. So it is 3rd and 7. This has to be a very big third down for the Blue Streaks. All the Blue Streaks fans are making so much noise out there cheering on their team. Indians need this third down to keep the drive going and eat up that clock. Almond in motion. Snap is back. And we have a flag on the play. We're going to get a false start on the offense once again. So they're going to move back northwest 5 yards.
You know, at this point, I'm getting nervous for these referees' arms getting dislocated with all these flags they're throwing tonight.
I need some Tommy Johns after this one tonight. So it is 3rd down and 12 for the Indians. Still another big third down for the Blue Streaks. Clock is just ticking away. Venables looking for the play. Indians set up. Snap is back. Venables drops back. Rush is coming. Throws over the middle. Almost intercepted. Just short. Number 47, Kyle Hammer, really wanted that one, but it fell just short of his hand. So it's going to be 4th down for the Indians. They are going to bring out their punt team.
You know, even though Hammers wanted that interception, the next best thing was it was an incomplete pass. Your offense is getting the ball back.
And it does stop the clock for you. So Garber set the punt. Fuller back deep for the Blue Streaks. High snap. Punt is up. Fuller drops the ball and it rolls deep. Fuller trying to get there. He is able to fall on it, but it rolls about 15 more yards back. Big special teams mistake by the Blue Streaks.
That is, if you're Danny George, that is not what you want to see right now. These mistakes, you gotta step up right now and man up for the Blue Streaks and stop these simple mistakes.
That's been like 3 fumbles for the Blue Streaks on special teams that they've luckily recovered. But that one was a big one because that ball rolled back about 15 to 17 yards. And now they're going to, instead of starting on the 30-yard line, they are on the 13-yard line. So Quire out in shotgun. Matson next to him. Snap is back. Fakes the hand off to Matson. Looking to throw. Has a man deep. Oh, there is a flag for pass interference. Contact all over him. Snyder just had guys draping on him.
Yes, that is something you like to see on a defense standpoint, is your DB staying with the receiver. But unfortunately, you can't be all over him like that. You got to let him try to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, he had his hand all over him in front, push him away, so he couldn't get to that pass. So that's going to bring up a 1st down for the Blue Streaks.
Luckily, though, it's only 15 yards from the line of scrimmage and not where the penalty was for this Indians defense.
So shotgun formation. Matson in the backfield with Quire. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson. Trying to get to the outside. Lowers his shoulder and gets about 3 on the carry. He is pushed out of bounds by number 7, John Campbell. And Lipkins also there to help out.
You know, I'd like to see that offensive play there ran again, but with Quire keeping it and rolling out. He was about good for about 20 yards there if he would have kept it.
Yeah, rolling out to that backside was wide open. So once again, shotgun formation. Novak fakes the handoff. Beautiful play fake. Handoff to Matson. Matson makes the man miss. Keeps his feet moving, and he is shoved out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. great play call of faking the jet sweep and then handing off to Matson. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that same play again, but like you were saying, have Choir roll out after the jet sweep and take it, and let Novak be the lead blocker.
Yeah, it could be very dangerous because it's something that the Indians defense is sleeping on right now.
So shotgun formation, 2 receivers out, hand off to Matson up. He is looking to run, has 1 man, and he gets about 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry. He is slow to get up here, though. Matson calling for someone to come take him out of the game. Slowly coming off to the sidelines here.
Yeah, I wonder if it was his side because I believe he was the one that took that hard hit on the sideline too earlier in the third quarter.
So Blue Streaks moving the ball here. 9 minutes left to go in the ball game. Choir scanning the field. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Choir's going to try to keep it himself. Makes 1 man miss, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. These defensive ends for Northwest are staying home, and it is causing the Blue Streaks fits. So Matson coming back into the ball game. 3rd and 2 here for the Blue Streaks. Ball on the 49-yard line. Snap is back. Hands off to Matson. Matson trying to push forward, and there is nowhere to go. Maybe a yard. Kind of confused by that play call there.
I think everyone was a little bit confused there. I was thinking, 3rd and 2, it is, 4th down territory where
Matson again, slow to get up. He is struggling. They're telling him to go to the ground. Yeah, coaching staff. He tried to stand up and walk off, and coaches told him just to go to the field. 1, it's going to stop the clock. And 2, if you're hurt, man, just take the knee.
Yeah, take the knee. You got to come out. I mean, safety is number 1 for these players. Like you said. And 2, stop the clock a little bit for you guys because the more you wait around and walk around and try to get better for your team, you're also costing them the clock.
Yeah, and you need the clock now. Down by 3. I'm surprised on that last play you didn't see a heavy formation and Choir going under center. You put Hammer in the backfield and you hand it off to Hammer and let that big boy stumble forward.
Yeah, I was looking for that too. I keep saying, 3rd and 2. I was like, no matter what, it's going to be a two down territory here, trying to get 2 yards. Now you're at 4th and 2. And honestly, right now, if I was the Blue Streaks, I would try to get this Indians defense to jump off.
You jump off or you throw a bubble screen. So shotgun formation. Choir scanning the field. Snap is back. Quick pitch out to Novak. Novak makes a man miss and falls forward for the first down. Zach Novak coming up big for the Blue Streaks once again. So 7:16 left to go in the game. First down, Blue Streaks.
That was the most ugliest but beautiful screen pass I've seen because he almost did not get it.
It was not pretty, I'll tell you that. But hey, first down's a first down, Ryan.
We'll take it.
So first down for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson. He trying to get some yards, but he's just wrapped up by 2 guys. Not a whole lot of room to go. We've got a Indian down. Looks like some cramps there. So the training staff is going to come out onto the field for the Indians. Looks like number 42 for the Indians, Jacob Garber. He's been all over the field, coming in at running back for a little bit, punting duties, all over the field for defense.
Yeah, and it was one of those days, too, here in the great state of Ohio, where pregame and first quarter was very, very warm, and now it's starting to settle down with the cool air, but you still got all that energy from running around on the field where you're going to cramp up a little bit.
So officials blowing the whistle, trying to get guys back off. Garber is off the field.
And the dance will conclude tonight at 10:30 p.m. We can't wait to see you there.
All right. Big series here for the Blue Streaks. 6:36, clock ticking away. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw. Trying to go deep and just overthrown. Intended receiver was Snyder. So that'll bring up third down here for the Blue Streaks. Simon on the coverage for the Indians.
Unfortunately for Quire, that passing game has not been there today. Your legs have been working. We got to stick to what's working here. Not trying to change things up. We're trying to win a ball game.
And you're trying to keep the defense honest, though, I think, there. So, shotgun formation, trips to the right. Snap is back. Quire dropping, stepping up. Blitz is coming, makes the miss. Throws it to the sidelines, has a man. It is almost intercepted. Almond with a big play on the sidelines. Quire trying to make a play. Almost turned it over. Lanterman was the intended receiver. It is fourth down.
Yeah, what you'll like to see there, though, is Quire limped the whole way over to the sideline to talk to Dan DeGeorge.
Yeah, and also Lanterman kind of just stood there and watched the ball come, and he should have broke back to the ball a little bit and made that a shorter pass. And that way Almond can't jump in front. So big fourth down here for the Blue Streaks. Snap is back. Quire looking to throw. Blitz is coming. Has a man, and it is underthrown. But there is a flag on the field. There is a flag in the area of defensive pass interference.
Oh, this is going to be big. Either way, it's going to be big.
Pass interference on the defense. Was that ball catchable?
From my angle, it looked like no matter what, it was going to be about maybe an inch short.
So we have the Blue Streak down, the receiver, Snyder, who was trying to get that pass. He is down on the field. Looks like he is cramping up also. So 6-12. Big penalty here. It is going to be a first down for the Blue Streaks. Blue Streaks catching a break there. You can see DeMarco on the sidelines. He is not very happy giving that official some ear.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that's happening right now for the Blue Streaks and a game that you don't want to see happen because they still got a lot of meat and a lot of competition left on their schedule.
So 6-12, first and 10 for the Blue Streaks after that pass interference call on fourth down against the Indians. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Novak. Novak around the edge, has some room, hurt, and there is a flag on the play. So about an 8-yard run, but there is a flag on the play. We have quite a few, actually. We're going to get a hold against the Blue Streaks. So that's a 10-yard penalty. It is going to push them back. Man, it's right when they get a little bit of momentum going, Ryan. It is just sucked the wind right out with a penalty.
I tell you what, these officials better be paid extra by the state tonight. They're doing one heck of a job.
So shotgun formation. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Matson. Quire going to keep it himself. Goes to the outside. Tries to make a man miss, and he is brought down. About a gain of 11 on the play, but we have an Indian down. He is holding his knee, and it looks like he is in quite some pain.
We have a timeout on the field, an injury timeout.
So where there's that timeout on the field, we are going to step away.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
So we are back. Looked like our injured player was number 2. Lazarus had some cramps out there on the field. So it is second down for the Blue Streaks. Novak, Matson, and Quire in the backfield. Snap is back. Hand off to Novak. He's going to follow his blockers. Has room to run. 15, 10, 5. Going to dive in the end zone for a touchdown. Lake is going to take the first lead of the evening. Beautiful run and blocking there by the Blue Streaks.
Zach Novak coming up big for this Blue Streaks. Following his blockers, making a play, diving into the end zone for a touchdown.
So extra point attempt. Snap is back. Ball is down. And it is up and it is no good. No good by the Blue Streaks. So it is a 3-point ball game. Lake 13, Northwest 10.
In the ball game, it's now your Lake Blue Streaks 13 and the Northwest Indians 10.
So a missed extra point there by the Blue Streaks. Big drive here for the Indians coming up. So Hoover 28, Glen Oak 14, 126 left in the fourth quarter. Perry 21, Jackson 19, 5:19 left. Canton South on top of Orville 44-33 with 8:17 in the fourth quarter. So Indians coming out onto the field to receive the kickoff. Almond is back deep along with number 1, Simon, excuse me. Changing up who their return guys are after a couple fumbles back there for Northwest. Kick is off. It's going to bounce to Simon. Simon's going to field it at the 10. Up to about the 25. Knocked out finally at about the 30-yard line where the Indians will take over 1st and 10. 5:36 here left in the fourth quarter.
You know, Mike, like you just said, 5:36 left. A 3-point game. This is where you find out who your dogs are. Who's going to break or who's going to man up.
So a big drive here for Northwest Indians. And looking for a huge stop are these Blue Streaks of Lake. Venable shotgun, snap is back, hand off to Stevenson. Stevens going to lower his shoulder, push his blockers forward, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the carry.
So far the second half, Stevenson is 8 carries with 35 yards.
So Northwest in a hurry-up offense. Snap is back, hand off to Stevenson again, cuts to the left, but not a whole lot of room to go. Maybe gets about 1.5 yards on the carry. Brought down by Kyle Hammer. Players down on the sidelines trying to get these Blue Streaks fans up and going. It is 3rd and 4 here for the Indians. 13-10 lead for the Blue Streaks. 4:30 and counting in the fourth quarter.
These Blue Streaks fans are very loud right now because rooting on their team.
Northwest finally bringing the ball to the line of scrimmage. Venable scanning the field, snap its back, hand off to Stevenson, lowers his shoulder, and he is brought down short of the first down. So that's going to bring up 4th and about 2 for the Indians.
Big decision from DeMarco coming right now. Do you go for it and hopefully get it, or do you not get it and get the ball back to the Blue Streak offense?
So it is 4th and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line. 3:57 left to go here in the ball game. Big 4th down for both teams.
And they are staying on the field.
Offense staying on the field. These Blue Streaks fans are making a lot of noise. Snap is back to Venables. Hands off to Stevenson. He is met in the backfield, and he is stopped short of the first down.
I think we're going to need the sticks on that. It looks very close. I think we're going to need the sticks.
It is hard to see. All the players are standing in the way. First down, Blue Streaks. So turnover on down. The Blue Streaks defense comes up big, and they've got a short field to deal with 3:39. Kyle Hammer in there once again to meet the ball carrier.
What a stop from that defense.
But now the big thing, the Blue Streaks got to watch sideline warning. A lot of guys out on the field.
You know, almost as a coach, I will accept it because you're fired up. The fans are finally fired up too.
So it is 1st and 10 for the Blue Streaks. 3:39 left to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Acquiring the shotgun. Matson to his left. Novak in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Hand off to Matson. Matson goes right into the middle of the field, and he is brought down after about a gain of 4 on the play. You know, Ryan, he had all the room to his right. I don't know why he cut back inside.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that either, unless it's a call decision from the team where let's eat the clock. But then again, it's still a mystery because, like you said,
you want to get those yards. I mean, you only picked up 2 there. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the, I would say, ball on the 38-yard line of Northwest. You've got 3:32 left to go. Northwest using a timeout right here.
Specializing in making everything beautiful. Located just down the road at 465 West Maple Street in Hartfield. We can't wait to see you. And go Blue Streaks.
You know, right now, the Indians defense, they had to watch that run. They got to watch the quarterback run. But they also got to watch those little screens. And
shotgun formation. Novak in the backfield. Handoff to Novak up the middle. Stiff arms and falls forward for about a gain of 4 on the play. So it brings up 3rd down. We've got a timeout on the field, Northwest. Northwest timeout. So that'll be their 2nd timeout of the half. They only have 1 left.
We're used to seeing Zach Novak playing receiver for these Blue Streaks, but tonight he has picked up the ball and doing a great job at the running back position, which leads it back all the way. I'm thinking back to week 1 when Dan DeGeorge is like, this is the most athletic group I've ever coached here at Lake. Now, Dan DeGeorge has been here 30 years. That is something to say.
And something to say. There's been a lot of athletic kids come through this program.
And that's something to say for this team, because we're seeing a lot of guys going in at different positions and making a noise.
So Blue Streaks come out on offense, 3rd and 5, ball on the 35-yard line. Novak in motion, fakes the jet sweep, handoff to Matson. Matson cuts it upfield, and he gets a first down and more. Matson falls, and he is really slow to get up. So Blue Streaks pick up a big first down here, 3:20 left to go.
Right now in the second half, Matson has 7 carries for 40 yards.
So Fuller checking into the ball game for the Blue Streaks. Choir bringing the play to the huddle. Snap is back. Hand off to Matson. Matson going to the left, but he is brought down in the backfield with the blitz. Number 34 in on that tackle, Connor Stevenson. There's a flag on the field.
A late flag, too.
Sideline warning.
The sideline warning has been assessed to the Blue Street bench.
Now, if they get another sideline, it's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct on them. And it's something they don't want, especially right now.
But DeGeorge was awfully far out there putting in the play. Could it have been on that?
Yeah, it could have been. Because you got to remember, the coaches are only supposed to be below the numbers on the field.
So shotgun formation, 2nd and 11. Matson in motion. Handoff to Matson. Matson makes man miss, but there's a flag on the play. Matson's got room to run, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. But we have a flag in the backfield. DeGeorge throwing his headset down. Holding against the Blue Streaks. So that's going to negate our touchdown here by Matson. DeGeorge is furious on the sidelines.
I just know one thing. I am glad I am not going to a Blue Streaks Saturday practice in the morning, because there's going to be a lot of running.
No donuts and cider tomorrow. So that it's going to push him back. Matson coming to the sideline and taking a knee. He is hurting this evening.
The Blue Streaks offense is doing a great job with this clock. They've now had the ball for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
So 2nd down. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Choir's going to keep it himself. Going around the edge. Spins. And he gets about 4 on the play. So a quick score update here. It is 34-2. Maslin is losing to Massaquoi. Running clock at Paul Brown Stadium.
Not only is that shocking that Maslin has a running clock on them, but it's more shocking that the team they're playing is from Ontario.
Yeah. So there's a timeout on the field. We'll roll through a couple scores here. Hoover 28, Glen Oak 21. And that just went final. Glen Oak scored with 28 seconds left, went it for the onside kick, and were unable to recover it.
What a good game, though, for Scott Garcia's Glen Oak team.
Canton South leads Orville 51-33. 2 minutes left in that ball game. McKinley 21, Green 3. That is a final. Alliance 36, Salem 28. 10 minutes left to go. Blue Streaks coming out 3rd and 17. Snap is back. Quire hands it off to Matson. Matson trying to run, reverses field. He is brought down. That should have been a cowboy collar. He is brought down hard.
Yeah, that was textbook definition of the 10-yard horse collar right there.
Yeah.
Because if the player goes forward, then that's the 10-yard. The 15 is if he goes backwards.
So 4th down for the Blue Streaks. DeGeorge talking it over with Quire here on the sideline. Play clock at 14. 1:52 left to go in the ball game. We're going to let some time roll off the clock.
Smart thinking here. Taking a timeout, wasting some time. We're under 2 minutes.
DeGeorge is going to call a timeout for the Blue Streaks. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. 4th down for the Blue Streaks, and we're going to step aside.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkowitz and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, after that timeout, we are back. It is 4th down and 17 for the Blue Streaks. Looks like they're bringing in their punt team. Snap is back. Low snap hits the ground. Punt is up. And it goes out right around the 13-yard line, maybe, Ryan?
Yeah, I was going to say 13, 12-ish.
Oh, they're going to say it goes out at the 16.
I'll say that's a good call by the officials.
So it's always tough when they're flying out of bounds in the air. So it'll bring up a 1st down for the Indians. A long field to go. 1:34 left.
And with 1 timeout left.
That is right. What snap is back. Venables looking to throw. Blitz coming. Venables steps up, throws it, has a man wide open in the middle of the field, and he just falls. Lipkin. Oh. We've got something going on here. There's a flag on the play. That was.
It's going to be
holding against the Indians. That big play is going to be negated and pushed back. So that is a 10-yard penalty.
I'm pretty sure
that is going to put the ball at about the 6-yard line.
These Indians offensive linemen now have at least 8 penalties of holding.
So 1st and 20. 1:27 left to go. Snap is back. Blitz is coming. Venables just gets rid of it. And off the hands of Stevens. So Stevenson, the intended receiver, that blitz was coming, Ryan.
It was. And this Lake defense had really stepped it up in these last 5 minutes of this game. And they're playing hard-nosed defense.
So 13-10, 1:21 left to go. Lake Blue Streaks leading. 2nd down. Deep ball coming. He overthrows it. Oh, and there's going to be pass interference against Lake. I think Lake went for the interception. It didn't realize it was higher than what it was and ran into the receiver.
Yeah, I was going to say it was great defense, but the contact just barely right before the ball got there.
So they're going to march that off. It is still not enough for the first down, but it is close. So 1:16 left to go in this ball game. Second down and about 4 for the Indians. Venables looking to the sideline for the play call. Stevenson in the backfield. Lipkins out. Looking to throw over the middle. Has Lipkins in and out. It is intercepted by Fuller. Fuller's going to return it. Has a blocker to the 20-yard line. Trying to spin, and he is shoved out of bounds. That is a high hit. And there's flags flown everywhere. So the Blue Streak defense able to come up with a big play. Lipkins just tipped that ball up. Fuller with the big interception here with 1:01 left to go. Officials talking it over here.
You know, even though that hit was high and on the sideline, it's almost like he didn't know where the field was. So I'm trying to give him the benefit of doubt here with that.
So we got an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Streak. They're going to retain possession on that interception. It's just going to push them back a few yards there. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on about the 25-yard line of Northwest. 1:01 left to play. Looks like they are in victory formation. Snap is back. Squire's going to take a knee. That'll bring up 2nd down, and the clock is going to tick away. They're still going to have to run one more play.
You know, even though the Blue Streaks are in victory formation, shout out to the Northwest Indians for holding them to 13 points. The first team to hold them to under 30-some points.
So Squire going to take that knee, and that is going to be almost at 26 seconds left on the clock. What a game we saw here this evening between these Lake Blue Streaks and the Northwest Indians. So as the clock ticks away, we are going to step aside. We'll be right back to talk over about this wonderful game we just witnessed.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is head coach Dan DeGeorge from the Lake Blue Streaks. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, it is a final here from Blue Streak Stadium, Lake 13, Northwest 10. Ryan, what a second half that we saw. I mean, both teams giving it everything they have, and Lake coming up with some late heroics to get this victory.
Yeah, Lake showed up, especially later in the fourth quarter showed up. They made the big plays when they needed. Their guys started being disciplined. Zach Novak showing up huge for the Lake Blue Streaks tonight, along with Fuller with that late interception. to seal the deal.
And we didn't really have Novak on our radar for this evening's game. I mean, he stepped up when they needed him, made some big plays. Fuller, after that big dropped return, able to come and step it up and get that big-time interception to seal the deal for the Blue Streaks. We are going to look around the league and look at some final scores here. Canton South beats Orville 51-33. We have Massillon still losing, and that ball game's just about to be over, 34-2. Hoover 28, Glen Oak 21 is the final there. McKinley 21, Green 3. Alliance in Salem, Alliance 36, Salem 28. Perry 21, Jackson 19. And we are going to step aside and we'll be right back just to recap this game this evening.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
All right, we are back here at Blue Streak Stadium. The final is Lake 13, Northwest 10. The Blue Streaks move to 6-0. Northwest falls to 3-2. I mean, what a ball game we had here this evening. I think someone to watch out for the rest of the seasons for the Blue Streak is Novak. And Lake just marched up and down the field, taking their time methodically in the second half to get the lead. And Novak was a huge part of it. Chase Fuller with a big interception here in the fourth quarter to seal the deal for the Blue Streaks. Your final here is Lake 13, Northwest 10. I'm Mike Dixon for Ryan Rowland and Q92 Sports Network, presented by Charshone Chevrolet and Auto Group. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend.